Well, hello there, my magical peeps. I'm back. It's your host, Dr. Ember, with another Ember's video podcast. This time, messages from Spirit. Now, we have the yes or no, which way does it go? We also have the lucky numbers for the day, and Spirit has a lot to say. That's where I'm going to leave that. So, if you would like to get a reading with me, go ahead and make sure you book it through Hypesea. They are sponsored by California Psychics. I am working on a website to get up and running for some products. If you want to know more about me, check out my bio below. Also, if you feel like donating to this channel for the price of a cup of coffee, you can do that in the link below as well. Let's do this. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. I've got lots of things here from the Cauldron. Small business success tips, tips for a magical life. We dig deep into actual items that could help you in your life in a lot of ways. So let's go ahead right now and do the blessing. Right here, right now, starting immediately. May the white light surround me. I call in truth, honesty, and clarity. Come now and attend to me. As above, so below. The circle is cast, so no lies, negativity, confusion, or harm shall go. Here today in the light, I am safe and protected, and this is my right. I ask now for accuracy and fact to flow. Angels, ancestors, ascended masters, and guides, speak to me now from the other side. Let us all understand the wisdom that you imbibe. All right, my magical peeps, here we go. We are diving right on into the message from Spirit. First thing you need to know, yes or no, which way does it go? Spirit says that it's yes. The overall energy of the day is going to be yes. Now, victory and triumph are on your heels. You feel like the chosen favorite of fate, they say. Respect from others comes as a worthy reward for a fair and balanced decision. This is the end of an unfavorable time for you, and this is the beginning of a new, exciting stage of life. Drop the baggage of the past and enjoy your new beginning. You've worked hard for it. Now, they also said to tell you the winds of change are starting to blow. It's starting to inflate the sails on your ship of fortune. Honestly, though, you're not going to see a big billowing for another 4 to 5 months. Wild events rush into your life. Luckily, your ability to commit deeply to a project while subtly compromising when necessary takes you to the next level. They also want you to know that unexpected wealth will arrive. Remember, the one who is richest is the one who is content with the least. For contentment is the wealth of nature. Although you may look for riches, realize that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but of having few wants. When riches come, do not forget that a person's true wealth is a good one. What? Oh, I just did not get that completely at all. Okay, let me try that entire sentence again. They're saying please do. All right. They're saying, although you may look for riches, realize that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When riches come, do not forget that a person's true wealth is the good one does in the world. Your soul shines through, and it is the riches there that enrich you more than anything else. So when opportunity knocks, grab it. It's easy at any moment to resign. Okay, they're saying to terminate with the possession of great fortune. To acquire it, however, is difficult and arduous. Money's coming, my peeps. Oh, yes, money's coming. On that note, your lucky numbers here today are going to be 15, 40, 4, 37, 23, and 7. Once again, 15, 40, 4, 37, 23, and 7. Now, Spirit's also saying here that there's going to be a lot of social activities coming up. And as far as your career and money goes, yes, it's about to pick up. Your money is about to pick up, okay? Right now, you need to work on expense tracking. You need to track your expenses diligently, they're saying. You could use an app, a spreadsheet, you can use a piece of paper, whatever. But review your spending habits and identify areas where you can save money. Because I promise you, there's a career advancement coming. And you need to be putting yourself out there. So you're going to seek opportunities for growth in your career. Make sure your resume is up to date, polished off. Make sure you're out networking. Okay? Because when you talk to industry professionals about what it is that you do, it changes everything. You may need some further education or training, but it's all interwoven. And here's the thing. It's not much. I'm getting here that you've been on the outside a long time, looking in, wishing to be part of the crowd, and there's been a lot of financial loss. There's been some struggle, there's been some poverty, a lot of insecurity, a lot of financial insecurity. There's been some isolation. You feel like you're in a recession because you can't find a job. But this is why Spirit's saying it's coming. The earth will give you what you need, but you have to ask for it with your open throat chakra. And they're saying that December 22nd to December 30th is very, very important. You need to find balance. There has to be a lot of time management, but you've got to be adaptable. You have your priorities and you have to make a choice. Okay? The earth is going to give you what you need. Look for it with your third eye. The signs are there. And they're saying take a look at your root chakra as well. Because the house of Mercury and Virgo is very important here and it's tied to Earth. Between the time period of September 12th through September 22nd, there was some decisions made that you need to actually follow through on, because this is going to help tremendously. But you need to also understand that there's a lot of money coming your way. A lot. You're going to get like a small down payment, and then you're going to get a lot more in several months. Something to do with like an inheritance, but it's going to provide family and job security. It's going to give you a bit of stability and affluence. Remember your traditions, though. Remember where you came from. Make sure this works for long-term success and build a stable foundation. They're saying every day counts. So they want you to remember your affirmation for today is, I am making today count. And they're saying that when you look at some pursuits to consider, you realize that you enjoy boldness, independence, and a sense of adventure in your life. And that's great. Enhanced results are going to be achieved through effective communication. Once again, get out there and socialize, network, talk to people. Consider establishing unique guidelines to enhance your character and conduct. What are your ethics? What are your morals? They're saying allocate some time to seek solace in seclusion or spiritual environments, because this enables you to address your spiritual side, and it gives you some sort of rejuvenation. This does enable you to address your circumstances with newfound vigor. Remember, what often appears impossible only becomes a reality when it's accomplished. And they're saying you've got this. You know what you're doing. You're just scared to get started. Quit being scared. Quit procrastinating. Do what you need to do to make this a reality. You do what you need to do, and God's going to do the rest. I'm also told to tell you here that looking at your future is a good thing. You enhance the execution of your strategies. Your curiosity in matters of spirituality grows. You swiftly progress towards your objectives, the angels are saying. Family members offer their backing. You do have support. Collaborating with your colleagues, yes, your colleagues. I'm getting a bunch of laughing friends around a water cooler. This leads to outstanding outcomes. The chance for travel may arise, however. You could find yourself being recognized and rewarded because good fortune favors you continuously. You're moving into that kind of a space where you are you're already blessed in ways you don't even understand yet, but you are moving into a space where you're going to see the blessing, everyone's going to see the blessing, and your entire life is about to change. Okay, now Spirit is going, you have this new beginning. And speaking of increase, this road that you're on is huge. It's huge. The new supportive connections that you're about to make, they're friends and colleagues. You've got to get out of the status quo, though. In order to get out of this cycle, you're going to need help from spirit. And spirit saying, talk to your family, your friends, your guides, your ancestors. Get help out of the status quo so that you can have that new beginning. Because when you do have that new beginning, everything starts to change. You see, there is true love coming. There is new supportive connections, friends, colleagues. It's a cycle of increase all the way around. But they're saying everything is not quite as you think it will be. You see, eventually you will head to getting married with your eternal partner. And that's a very interesting person. But first, you have to get into your rowboat of life. And even though as you go down this stream, you're receiving what it is that you need, and you are making progress, you get to a place and it's not quite right, though, so you move on. There's closure issues here. Let it all go, put it all in the past behind you. And where you're headed to is true love and wedding rings and union. You will be married to your true love in time. You will recognize that soul connection when it comes across. They're saying that eternal love never dies. You will understand the everlasting promise as it gets there. But right now, they're not in your life. Why? Because they're too afraid to contact you. And they're saying, I can feel you. I can feel you. Even though we're apart, I can feel you. I'm trying to find the courage to talk to you. I really hope that you can forgive me one day. But guys, this is why sometimes it's not always what it seems. And sometimes you have to face your fear. And as you face your fear, you realize that many times in our lives, we must enter the dark forest. That's the forest of fear, where nothing is ever as it is seeming. At these junctures in your life, you can either turn and run away or move in deeper to face your fear and overcome it. Every fear that you overcome unlocks power and increases your capacity for compassion. Guys, that's super powerful because you are on the right track. But you will have a choice to make. And Spirit saying, be very aware of those people from your past. Because there's a couple of them coming back. And they're saying that you need to be aware of anyone from the past wanting to enter back into your life. Especially ones that come in all hot and heavy, looking for some playtime, shall we say. It's straight up seduction. It's attraction, okay? Yes, there's going to be a lot of flirting. There might be some dating, but there's definitely going to be some hooking up. And this is straight up temptation because there's a third party interference here that you don't know anything about. And Spirit's saying, this is why we're talking today. You need to keep this in mind. Because you think they're going to be in it for the long haul. That's what they're telling you, right? In it to win it, long-term intentions, they're invested this time. And just being with them brings you harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. But here's the thing. Time is not on your side with them. They're a distraction from what you have to do, from how you have to do it. They cause you a lot of delays every time they're in your life. And you procrastinate hard. You're too busy to get done what you need to get done. And Spirit says, not this time. Recognize true love, because true love is going to be there amongst the friends and the colleagues. The other one is a copycat. Okay? You already know that tea. You know the flavor of it. You know how it's brewed. You know how it leaves that taste in your mouth. And that copycat, they're going to come in with a fake apology. Like I said, they're going to be all hot and heavy for you. But be careful. Spirit saying boo is not your boo. Boo's a bugaboo. It's going to lead you down a path of destruction. What you don't know is that if you fall for this, one of your dates is going to be to a sex shop very quickly. Their whole intent is to get you pregnant. And they'll do anything they can to do that. And Spirit's also saying, this is not the first time they've done that. They have offspring they're not telling you about. And remember, one will seem real and one will be real. Let your heart tell you the truth. Don't look at the lies. Look at the one that is pleasing on the palate, not the one that is cloying. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope this resonated with you. Give me a thumbs up or a nothing, I guess. Sad face if it didn't resonate with you. Thumbs up if it did. I'm not exactly sure who this is for, my magical peeps. But I know that Spirit was very, very insistent on this message. They're after your money, and they're there to control your life in ways that you can't even figure out yet. Go with the good guy. Go with the true love, the eternal true love. That's the one you need to be with. You'll know that energy. But first, you've got to love yourself, and you've got to get out of the status quo. So talk to your ancestors. Have them help you. Because you're that new beginning. It's coming. Love and light, peace and progress. I'm out.